So you might think this might sound too good to be true, that you could only put in 20 minutes a week extra of exercise to experience a huge surge in testosterone, where I'm here to tell you that you would be wrong, and you should be happily wrong in this, because just doing 20 minutes or even 10 to 20 minutes of high intensity interval training per week can show huge testosterone generation and increases in testosterone. So what is high intensity interval training? You might ask, well, if you haven't taken one of my other courses or checked out my blog posts or talking about this on my YouTube profile, I'll explain it for you. High intensity interval training, and what we're going to be doing, we're going to keep it in its simplest form of doing sprints in an interval kind of fashion. So this is as easy as if you are a runner, you're just getting into running, you've been running before, or you're comfortable running, you can go out to a field or find a hill if you want to increase the intensity. I really enjoy doing hill sprints. They're great for a lot of reasons. Testosterone production is one of them. I could almost do an entire course on sprinting, but that's neither here nor there for this course. So find a field or a hill, and what you're going to do is you're just going to sprint up it, or sprint across that field for a designated period of time or distance, whatever that distance may be. If you're running a football field, you might want to do 20, 30, or 40 yards or something like that. And then rest and recover. And that's really important. You want to give your body enough time to recover so that you'll be mostly fresh again for when you hit that next sprint. And I would say give yourself a good warm-up, maybe 5 minutes of just jogging or doing some mobility exercises to get your joints warmed up and your leg muscles warmed up before you get into your sprints. And then I would say keep your sprints from 10 to 20 minutes. If you're just starting out, I would say do 10 minutes of sprints first, sprint for 20 to 40 yards or whatever is a good distance for you. This mostly comes down to personal preference and experience here. And then if you are more experienced, you'll be recovering for less time. If you're less experienced, you're just starting, no worries. You're going to be experiencing the same testosterone surge of production. Your training volume or density is going to be a little bit smaller, but you're going to get there over time, and that'll even further your testosterone efficiency as far as producing it goes. One thing to keep in mind here is don't go all out and blast yourself. You want to make sure that you don't put your body into complete and make yourself completely debilitated from running your sprints, and that you do give yourself enough recovery time, because if you overwork yourself in your workout, and we're going to cover this in a different lecture as well, if you overtrain yourself in your workout, you're going to elicit a greater cortisol response to your body, because your body will be stressed from all the fatigue that you've caused your muscles, all the damage essentially that you've caused your muscles during your workout. So you want to make sure you do have ample recovery time between your sprints. And for some of you, that's going to be more, and for some of you, that's going to be less, and that's perfectly fine, because it's still going to help increase that testosterone. And I'm just saying once a week, if you can work up to twice a week and you'd like to incorporate 10 minutes here and there, maybe twice a week after your workouts, or on another day of the week that you're not in the gym lifting or at home lifting, then that would be fantastic as well. So keep those principles in mind. Running was just the example that I used here. You could use this for boxing and go hard for 20 to 30 seconds and then rest for a minute. You could do it for swimming, cycling. You could do it for walking up hills quickly or on a treadmill. Any of those choices would be perfectly fine. And if you have questions about that, please just post in the discussion section, and I will let you know if your choice method of high intensity interval training is great for testosterone production.